Hello and welcome to the Pageant Perspective Podcast. I'm your host Candice Freeman, and on this podcast we go beyond the sesh, unveiling stories and celebrating beauty. Just a quick shout out to all of you who support us, who like and watch and follow our page. Really do appreciate your support. Please continue to do so. And today I have two very lovely ladies in studio today. They are currently from the summertime, am I correct? Yes. Alright, we'll start off with Vhudi. Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Good day, everybody. My name is Vhudi Nemagovhanu. I'm 22 years young, and I am currently studying the Bachelor of Social Science. I advocate for child abuse as well as human trafficking. My motto in life is you can be a driver with a passenger seat mindset. Thank you.
Yay! Nice. And then Tamia?
Hi everyone, I am Tamia Toeffie, 20 years old from Winchester Hills. I am currently studying travel and tourism management through Boston, and my motto is I want to be the rainbow after someone's dark cloud.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's actually so sweet. Tamia, can you tell me how would you or maybe other people describe you, your personality?
So at first people will say I don't look approachable, which I don't believe that I look Swedish. But
okay.
Yeah, once you get to know me, I speak a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm full of jokes. Music and dancing, we forever, moving. There's never a dead time with me, I would say.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
Okay. And then you, Vhudi?
At first, people think I'm an introvert, but I talk a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I'm too excited, I talk too fast. Or nervous, so I just be rapping. That's the right.
And then you say that you are, Tamia, you say that you're an old soul. Can you describe the old soul? What is that, and what is your favorite era?
I love the 90s. Mm-hmm. From the music to the way they dress to the cars. Yes. Let's not forget the cars. Yeah. Like whether they're baggy, whether they're going out at home, they just look cozy. Mm-hmm. And it just stands out. And the music is just, you understand what they're saying compared to now. You understand? Yeah.
No, I can totally see you with Leah, that the one eye closed. It was so cool. Okay, Tamia, can you tell me what is a characteristic or quality that you hold close to yourself?
That being honest and being yourself. Don't change who you are to fit in with the crowd. Like my granny always used to say, I was not put on this earth to fit in. I was created to stand out. So that I stand by it. My granny was that person that's like, no. That eyeliner, it's not working with your face. I was like, okay. So from a young age, my granny was like that.
And you somehow also inherited that quality.
Stuck with me.
That's good. No, that's good. I totally agree with your grandma. Yeah. And for you, Vhudi, what unique quality or characteristic do you hold?
Perseverance. I've been to so many competitions where they didn't like my height.
Oh.
So then it'd be like, oh, it's because I'm short. But then I felt like if I gave up, then would I be here now?
Exactly. You see, with the crowd. No, perseverance for real. So then, Vhudi, how did you come about pageantry? How did you get into it? Where did it all start for you?
So I was 5, 6, around there. My mom took me to my baby brother's graduation, and then they had a pageant happening that day. It was by Caroline Porter.
Oh,
yeah.
You were 5?
Yeah, around 5, 6, somewhere there.
Okay.
And then she said, oh yeah, by the way, you're competing. And I was like, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, go on stage. And I went on stage, and I got I think it was second princess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was 5 of us or so. So now I was like, oh, this was kind of cool. So from there, I only came back years later, probably around 2017. Unfortunately for that one, I didn't win it. But I liked the whole empowering thing about it. So yeah,
it's awesome. And then for you, Tamia, how did you get into pageantry?
So it was actually a joke. Me and it was last year. Myself and my mother's friend, we went to some drama competition, and I don't know where it came from, but I'm like, I want to be Miss Milky Way. There isn't that, so I'm gonna start my own pageant. I was about to say Miss Milky Way. It starts by universe, and I'm like, no, I want to be a Miss besides Miss Toeffie. I just want to be Miss something. Yes. And then a week later, she sent me the poster of Miss Joburg South 2023. And I'm like, it was just a convo. Like, no, I was joking. And it's like, no, there's so much you can learn from it. It's putting yourself out there. And I was a very shy person. So she's like, you need to get over it now. I was like, oh, okay. And then that's how I joined. And I told Mother, like, a few days before the pageant, like, oh, FYI, I'm part of the pageant. Oh, wow. Yay!
And when was this, last year? Or?
Yeah, last year.
Last year. So you started last year.
Yeah.
And you're doing so well.
Thank you, I think. Yay.
So you two ladies are from Summertime Supreme, am I right? You are the overall winner, you are queen, and you are the first princess. Vhudi, can you tell me what your experience was like in this pageant? What was it like for you?
It was great at first. When it started, it was like awesome and everything. And then you realize, oh, this is like a mental thing as well, because you have to be mentally prepared for a pageant. You can't just rock up and think you're gonna win. So it was like kind of tough as well. But the charity part of it was awesome. Like I got to engage with a lot of people, and I was like, oh, people are actually nice.
What did you guys do for charity?
Oh, I did blood donation. I went to an orphanage, and then I also did a drive.
Ah, nice. What was it like at the I've never been. I want to go to an orphanage, actually. Were you at the orphanage as well? What was it like being at the orphanage?
It was pretty cool. I mean, the only problem was that, like, there were not, like, children there, because I came in early.
Oh, okay.
So there was only, like, 1 5-year-old child.
But you spent time with the 5-year. That's beautiful. You gave the child all the attention. You know, that attention, they really do love it.
Yeah.
And then for you, Toeffie, what was your experience like with Miss Summertime?
So at first I was nervous when I found that there was going to be questions. I was like, I don't do well with like thinking on the spot. But then my mother was like, I got you. And then when she was during her break, when she was working at home, she's like, okay, make us a cup of coffee, let's go through questions. I'm like, okay, sure. And then we would go through questions, and then on the day, it was very cold firstly. It was like we were outside. But other than that, I had so much fun. I made friends, and then we were laughing when there was music. I was standing outside. I don't know if you remember, we were busy dancing. We were like, oh yeah, they called you. Like, oh yes, I was dancing. Like everything was so fun besides the cold, but we pushed through that cold. We had blankets, we had gowns. We looked like a whole bed outside.
Especially for the swimwear. Oh my gosh.
Like each person had either a big jacket or a blanket or a gown. We were covering each other. We were like, it's you now. Okay, wait for me.
That's nice. So there was a lot of sisterhood amongst you guys. And you know, with pageantry, that's one of the things people always talk about, the qualities of pageantry. Like they say, there's always that sisterhood, you know. What other things do you find in pageantry besides sisterhood?
Women empowerment, I guess. Yeah.
What would you say, Tamia?
It helps you get over your shyness, because like once you're on that ramp, it's all about you. There's no time to be shy.
And it builds confidence, right? That's, you know, that applause you get when you walk in. That applause really does something, right?
And with us, when one person was on, we would all be by the door, like, yes, girl, like we were so, especially for the guy, we were singing. They played a song and we were singing it. You were clapping, man.
You guys had so much fun. It sounds so much fun.
It was.
Did you guys have like moments where you felt like, oh my word, what happened? Like maybe like a low moment within the whole pageant journey? Tamia, did you have a bit of a not so nice moment?
My introduction. Like when I went there, I was looking at the one judge and I was smiling, and then she stopped smiling and I also stopped smiling. I'm like,
I know those.
And then I stopped smiling and I was looking for my mother and I'm like, oh, I can't find this lady.
You're trying to make eye contact with one person that likes you. Like,
and she just wasn't there. And when I came off, I'm like, guys, I stopped smiling. She stopped smiling. I think I messed up. Did I say my name wrong? Like, I was so nervous.
Sure, but at least you continued. You didn't like.
There was a nice song playing after, so I'm like, you know, forget about that. Let's dance. I'll play next.
And Vhudi, did you have a moment that wasn't so nice?
Yes, I had problems with my introduction as well as the walk. My introduction, I said I'm into murder crimes when I meant I'm into murder documentaries.
Yes.
And then, I was doing my swimwear.
You fell, like literally fell.
No, like I balanced myself somehow.
Oh, okay.
But then I fell off stage.
Oof.
So then I had to walk back on stage and then continue walking.
Oh no, that's so brave.
Yeah.
That's so brave. Like that's brave, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you did it. You did it. And then would you say that you've learned anything specifically from pageantry in the whole? Like, how has it influenced you as a person?
To keep persevering. Yes, that's what I mean. With the whole height requirement thing, it was a problem for me at first. And I didn't like myself because I was like, I shouldn't have been born short. I also had a time where I really hated my parents because I was like, it's your fault. I'm like this height. Yeah. Why don't you choose a person who's taller? Yes. But like, with it, I was like, no, I learned to love myself, like who I am and the way I am, the way God made me to be. Beautiful. So, yeah.
That's nice. And for you, Tamia?
So, I was shocked that I made friends. Like, I don't leave my house unless I need to. So I'm very like an alone person until I'm comfortable with you, and then we don't start talking. But other than that, I was very shocked that I made friends. Like, with majority of the girls, we would share in the blankets and everything. We became like one group. I think that I was like, wow.
That's beautiful. That's nice. And then what other pageants have you taken part in?
So Miss Joburg South 2023 and then Miss Joburg South 2024.
Okay.
And this.
Nice.
That's it.
Good. And you?
It was Miss Lonely Station 2022 and then Miss Endurance 2022 and then last year it was Miss Ekurhuleni 2023.
Okay, beautiful. So you
and
guys,
this one as well.
So you guys are like actively, participating in pageants. And then with regards to looks, you guys look lovely. Ladies, you look beautiful, by the way. I love it.
So do you.
Oh, yeah. No, the host doesn't always get compliments like that. I'm just saying.
Don't worry. Oh, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You look fine.
What tips would you give to other ladies with regards to pageants, especially preparing for a grand finale? Like for a grand finale, do you have any tips with regards to the shoe, the dress, the makeup? What's your go-to thing?
My go-to?
Yeah, when you have to prepare for a grand finale.
Firstly, it would be the Bible. Like, it will take you far. I was reading Proverbs and I was like, okay, I need to meditate on this for real.
Yeah.
But then besides that, like, watch YouTube videos. I watch YouTube videos on, like, past pageants as well. It would be, like, either Miss Universe, Miss World, or anything, really.
Yeah.
And then watch what they do as well. Because you'll find that their prep will also help you to prep yourself as well. And they've got a lot going on. So you'd be like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do that. And then you have your own timetable as well. Okay. So, as well as taking care of your skin. Take care of your skin, girl.
Yeah.
It's a go-to.
So that's your tips on preparing for a grand finale. Okay, awesome. And then do you have any tips?
I would say be comfortable. Like, you don't want to be on stage with shoes that's biting that baby toe. Be comfortable in your dress, in whatever you're wearing. You have to be comfortable because when you're on stage, they can see if you're not comfortable. And then they're going to be like, that smile is so fake. Girl.
You see?
So you have to be comfortable. And don't overthink. Like, I know Mr. Gilbert's going to fight me because I was overthinking. He'll be like, relax, you're fine. You're fine. Like, don't overthink it and just be comfortable. You're gonna ace it no matter what.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Can I add another thing?
Yes.
It'd be, if you're gonna go look for a dress, go with the shoes that you're gonna wear for the pageant. Yeah. Because you'll find that you're just going there without the shoes.
That's
then on the day you wear the shoes. And then it's...
So Tamia, you won First Princess, right? And obviously, from what I heard and what I saw is that all of you guys were beautiful on stage. The judges did such a tough time on marking you guys down, But what would you say is your unique quality? What makes you stand out?
I think, like, when be not smiling. Like, I have a very serious face that I'm gonna grab your attention even without trying.
Okay.
Yeah, so with the evening wear, that's how I started. And then everyone was like looking like, is she upset? And when I started walking in the smile, I was like, oh, she's actually happy. So I would say, like, my resting face like grabs your attention.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So it lures people
in.
It does. Look at that model sexy face where they're not even smiling. They're just like,
yeah, when you say you must bite an apple or something.
Yeah. And then for Vhudi, what would you say is your unique quality?
The ability to look like I'm not thinking.
Oh, okay.
I was like, everybody says, oh, I'm thinking too much. I want to do this, I want to do that. I go on stage because beforehand I pray. And then when I get there, it's like, okay, don't think. And it goes blank. So I'm just on stage, I'm just like, It's a moment be like, stop overthinking, but I'm not thinking. I'm just going with the flow. So, okay. Yeah. From my perspective though. Okay. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Everyone else thinks you smile. Yeah. Okay. And then you do, with pageantry, beauty comes with purpose. Like beauty with purpose. That's what pageantry is about. And in most cases, ladies have to give their advocacy, what they advocate for. Do you have something that you advocate for?
Yes, I advocate for child abuse as well as human trafficking, aka modern slavery.
Modern slavery?
Yeah. It's modern slavery is like an umbrella for human trafficking, debt, or like forced marriages. There's a lot underneath that, but specifically human trafficking.
And why did you choose that to advocate for? Why is it like close to your heart?
So the one that's really, really close to my heart is child abuse, because when I was younger, I had a nanny that I had stayed with, and she would like muras. So, okay, more specifically me. So she'd beat me because like she's stressed, or because I'm a girl. She's like, I'm just beating you because like I'm teaching you how to be a girl. And it's like, what? What are you saying? This was one time she picked up like a pineapple and then she threw it at me because my mom was leaving me, and I didn't like it when my mom left me.
Oh yeah.
Because I knew she leaves me, this lady's going to sit on me. Like she used to sit on my chest. So can I tell you one experience?
Oh my word.
So this is one experience. I came back home after school. I was like in grade 2. So you see how tiny I am. Imagine how tiny I was in grade 2. I was like, this year probably. So I came back and she's like, go bath. And I was like, okay, cool. That's weird. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to the shower. Taking off my clothes. And then she like walked in. And she's like, yeah, you did this, you did that, you did that. It was about the handy Andy that I put water inside. I saw her doing it. So I was like, no, what's the problem? I don't care. She just hit me. And then she dribbled me on the floor. And then, by the way, the bathroom is tiny. And she was like really big. Okay. So she sat on my chest and I couldn't breathe. So yeah, for a moment I was like, oh, please. I'm sorry.
Oh, my word.
But yeah.
Was it a traumatic experience for you?
Yes.
But I think you overcame it,
Oh, that's because now it's more like, I don't want to make it like a sad moment, but it's more like a victory thing.
It is a victory. I mean, I have to say, well done for making it this far. I'm not allowing that experience to victimize you, You were a victim there, but you've become victorious. You're a victor now. You really overcame. That's great. And then do you have something that you would like to advocate for? Maybe you have, or you would still like to advocate for something?
In my community, that young people don't take initiative. Like they don't
go out there.
They don't play ball. You see no one. For the longest time, I thought we stayed in an old age home. And I was like, we don't actually. There's one down the road, but we don't. It's like no one's outside. It's always of either PS or on their phone, TikTok. They don't help with any youth programs. Nothing.
So you make a good point with regards to youth going out there, doing something for the community, doing like a sport to get yourself out there, exposing yourself to challenges.
Keep fit and just keep yourself busy, because being in your room continuously can put so much on your head.
Yeah,
and then,
actually yes.
Yeah, and it messes with your mental health.
And nowadays, us as youth, we're on our phones, we're on these digital things. And I'm reading things in research saying that being on your phone too much causes depression and stuff like that. So it is true. We have to come out of our comfort zones, take part in pageantry, do a sport, help the community. All right, Vhudi. With regards to the questions that were asked by the judges, how did you handle that and how did you respond? Do you maybe remember the questions you were asked?
I remember I was being calm for some reason, because I was like, okay, I already flopped everything so far. So now, and I got there, I was like, I have nothing to lose. So I just became calm. And then she asked me something like, in pageantry, a lot of things are repetitive or something like that. I'm not sure, I'm paraphrasing. So it was being, a lot of things are repetitive and people do the same thing. So how would you come in and be creative? Girl. When I answered that question, I was thinking, I don't know, but for some reason, sympathy, empathy, all this came in. And I was like, slay. And then I said at the end, what not, right? And then I was done. My mom was like, what not? What's that? So it's always the what's that?
I see.
But yeah, it was something along those lines.
I actually understand the question and the answer.
Yeah.
So you said you'll be different by basically being kind and you know, things like that. That was a good answer. Sometimes you don't even know what to bring. And you, Tamia, how did you handle the question session with the judges?
So I was like, before they called us up for the questioning, I asked my auntie, I'm like, please sit behind the judge. Like, she has such a calming face that's just like, you got this, relax. So when I saw her, I'm like, okay, I got this. And then the question was, if I could speak to the president, what would I ask him? And I was like, oh damn, what can I ask him? And then I brought up the youth again, if there could be more youth centers, because like in my area there's like nothing
for them to do.
Yeah, like absolutely nothing. There's no sports grounds near us. We're like in a ditch, literally, like it goes down. It's President and in Sir John, like just there with like nothing around, like 3 old age homes around us. Like have more youth programs, let people go out and, you know, smell the flowers, not that socks in your room, you know. So yeah, that was mine. And then afterwards, I was like, what were you even saying? I'm like, Ma, you don't know.
No, I don't understand. Sometimes when you're in that moment, your brain is working overtime, and then your mouth just goes with it, like it just runs off with it. I would like to know from you, ladies, this is our closing question, right? And I've asked multiple people this question. It's basically about, you know, a legacy. You know, after you've lived your life, how would you like to be remembered? What legacy would you like to leave behind? I know you ladies still have, you know, a lot of years ahead of you. But for now, if you think about it, how would you like to be remembered?
That I stood my ground, that I did not lower my standards for nobody.
Yes.
My morals never changed for nobody. The Bible says that, what is it to gain the world but lose your soul?
Lose your soul, yeah.
So I stood by my convictions. What I thought was right, I did. And I never shifted for anybody. So yes, that's how I like to be remembered.
Yes. And then you, Tamia?
So there's a song actually by Beyonce, that I was here.
Yeah,
like that song speaks to me, that I was here. I made a difference. People will remember that she did. She said she was going to, and she did. There's no such like she tried, but nothing. I did. I was there, and that's how I will be remembered. That I did.
I was here. That was beautiful, ladies. You are such bundles of laughter. You know, I enjoy being with you guys so much.
I think being here, you're such a vibe.
Thank you. You guys both have funny bones, by the way. Like, you're very funny.
Oh.
You actually thought I had like funny bones?
I was like, wait, is it?
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Okay. But thank you guys so much. And to our viewers, thank you guys so much for watching. From Vhudi, Tamia, and Candice, and the Pageant Perspective Podcast, it's bye for now.